Ahil pressed his hand against the cold window, staring in disbelief at the road ahead. The fog had thickened into a pulsing wall of white, and inside it, vague shapes shifted slow, looming, deliberate. The bus sped closer, brakes squealing as if resisting some unseen force. The creature inside trembled violently, its shadowed form shrinking slightly, as though terrified of whatever awaited outside. For a moment, Ahil thought he saw a figure standing in the middle of the road, tall, thin, draped in tattered clothing that billowed unnaturally despite the still air. Its arms hung low like dead branches, and its head tilted toward the oncoming bus with cold patience. But its face was hidden beneath a veil of mist, a darkness so complete that even the headlights bent around it. The bus swerved, shaking like a trapped animal. The creature inside lunged toward Ahil, not to attack but to shield him, its smoky limbs spreading wide. Its whispers surged through the aisle again, now almost frantic. "Stay, don't leave, don't step outside." The warning echoed in his skull, vibrating in his bones. Ahil stumbled backward as the bus screeched, metal grinding against the pavement. Sparks burst along the side as it scraped a broken guardrail. The fog outside pressed against the windows like desperate hands. Then the bus slammed to a violent stop. Ahil flew forward, colliding with a seat and crashing to the floor. Pain flared through his ribs. He groaned and pushed himself up, vision swimming. The creature was sprawled across the aisle, its form flickering, unraveling like smoke caught in a storm. It reached toward him weakly, its arm stretching thin before snapping back into distorted shapes. The bus doors creaked open, not with the mechanical hiss he expected, but with a slow, ancient groan, as if pried apart by invisible fingers. Cold air rushed inside, colder than any winter night, carrying the scent of damp soil and something metallic, something rotten. Ahil tried to shout, but his voice lodged in his throat. The fog curled inward, filling the front of the bus with thick white coils. Then he heard footsteps, not inside, outside, walking up the bus steps, one heavy, deliberate step at a time. The creature inside convulsed violently, dragging itself toward the front as though trying to intercept the intruder. Its body stretched unnaturally, dissolving into long threads of shadow. The whisper returned, "Weaker now, don't let it take you." The fog parted, and a figure entered the bus. Ahil's heart clenched painfully as he saw it clearly for the first time. It wasn't human. Its limbs were too long, its hands too narrow, and its skin, or what resembled skin, looked like wet parchment stretched over broken bones. The head hung low, and where its eyes should have been were two hollow pits leaking thin trails of black fluid. Its jaw hung open, splitting wider and wider until it formed a grotesque, silent scream. It stepped fully onto the bus, and every light died. Darkness swallowed everything. Ahil dropped to his knees, trembling. He couldn't see, couldn't breathe. The creature inside hissed, trying to shield him, but its strength was nearly gone. Then the new entity spoke, not in words, but in a sound that felt like nails scraping against his mind, a chilling message delivered directly into his thoughts. "You are the last." Ahil clamped his hands over his ears, but the voice was inside him, burrowing deep, twisting through every fear he had ever buried. He felt the weight of the entity's gaze even without eyes. It focused on him with suffocating intensity. The bus jolted violently as if something massive had grabbed it from outside. The metal shell groaned, bending, bowing inward. The windows shattered, spraying shards across the aisle. The fog poured in thicker, heavier, alive. The shadow creature, the one that had been warning him, let out a ragged, painful cry. Its form exploded into wisps of black smoke, engulfing Ahil like a protective shield. The tendrils wrapped around him, holding him tightly. The voice shrieked in fury. The bus lifted. Ahil felt weightless, floating, suspended between the creature's last shred of protection and the monstrous force trying to claim him. The world spun, sounds distorted. The fog screamed with 1,000 lost voices. Then everything collapsed. The bus hit the ground with an impact that rattled the earth. Silence, fog thinned. Ahil gasped for air, blinking rapidly. He opened his eyes. He was sitting alone in the middle of an empty road. The bus was gone. The fog was gone. The creatures were gone. Only one thing remained, a faint whisper behind him. The same voice as before, soft, trembling, protective. "Run," before he could turn. A long shadow stretched across the road, reaching toward him.